On the 20th of August, 1768, Her Majesty's ship, her commander was a young explorer named James Cook. Almost 3 years later, at daybreak on the 19th of April, and for the most part covered with wood. Today, over 12 million people live and work within the confines of this land. The modern traveler then must find this country among her people as he journeys in search of Australia.
It'll be 82 years next March since Grandfather drew the place.
Of course, the country's fenced now, and one time before she was fenced, well, the cattle could walk from here 100 miles away.
And this is where they built the house, nearly where we are here now.
I used to walk from Lake Nash into Muggedy Ball, and that's where old Charlie Wright used to keep that at that time.
There have been men that have done a wonderful job, and unfortunately, as they say in Gray's Elliott Elegy, they've just passed on and almost forgotten.
Sydney, Melbourne, Perth, Adelaide, Brisbane, Canberra, Hobart. All these cities have something in themselves to offer. They all represent a certain kind of excitement that is evident in Australia.
Australia is a great place for culture, for music, for art.
I think sport is Australia's main interest.
Football is terribly popular in Australia. It's an outdoor game. used to play a lot of football, and since I've given that away, I play squash, you know, it's very good. And I love skiing in the winter, and I go to the snowy mountains.
Most men over 50 play bowls, and their wives become bowling widows.
Roundabout Hobart itself is 2 miles wide. It's a beautiful basin for yachting, and it's a tremendous sight there, particularly at regatta time.
I like the Northern Territory best because it's got most of the outback of Australia and it's the last frontier in the world.
And the further you get away from those bigger cities and towns,
cattle, you know. Seems to be second nature to them to whittle along cows and calves that nobody else would move, but they sort of, it's just part of their make-up to nurse little calves, I think.
Just to see the cattle wander and the red room mob sleeping in the shade of the old mile and the river willows weeping. Now it's home that I am going, where the wild duck calls at springtime, back to Karawina Station. It's the place that I call Dreamtime. Karawina Station, Karawina Station, Karawina Station.
And the kangaroos, of course. Now, you actually do see them scudding across the road if you go out into the bush.
Every area, every road produces a different type of beauty.
We've got a lot of young designers that are very, very adventuresome. They're sort of starting fashions of their own.
Summertime, it's strictly, even here in the cross walking round, miniskirts.
I wouldn't go back to the knee or below the knee.
I didn't think they had such good legs till they start wearing miniskirts.
one can't imagine Australia ever not being a land of sheep.
And after the shearing is over, and the wool season's all at an end, it is then you will find us flush shearers making Johnny cakes round in the bend, with a ragged old swag on me shoulder and a billy cod pot in me hand. Oh, I tell you, we'll astonish the new chums when they see how we travel this land, when they see how we travel this land.
I think the Barrier Reef is, as it's written in all geographical magazines, being one of the 7 modern wonders of the world. The beaches in Australia would have to be the best in the world.
The particular team that we have here today is down for the New South Wales State Championships.
This is the best country for bikinis, you know. Every chick's got a bikini.
The boys go out in the boards all day and we just have to make our own entertainment.
We usually get down here about 5 in the morning.
Leave about 5 in the afternoon.
The nightlife in Sydney must surely be almost the best in the world.
bien, cómo voy a quererte. Ay, no sé, ¿y qué tiene tu boca? Adiós le pido olvidarte. La sangre se va viendo de que yo tan solo estoy, que tanto yo para mirarte, que tanto yo. Ay, no sé qué tiene tus ojos, no sé qué tiene tu boca, no sé qué tiene tus ojos, qué tiene tu boca, qué tiene tus ojos, ay, qué tiene tu boca, qué tiene tu pelo.
They are the best beaches in the world, really.
You feel quite lost in Australia. It's so vast.
I think the average Australian girl takes a, terrible lot of interest in herself.
I mean, Australian girls like to show their figure off.
I think they're easygoing people.
They're quite happy to live and live comfortably and live well.
Everybody sort of takes an interest in what you're doing.
I wouldn't swap them for anyone else, put it that way.
Your freedom is unlimited.
If you show ambition and determination out here, you're going to get on in the world.
I'd never live in any other country. I love Australia.
Boy, it's a beauty. They haven't even stressed it yet. Well, I wouldn't swap it for a lot of other things.
God's own country.